The other thing that I had was, I think, did you have a sports complex meeting last night? It's tonight. All right. I talked with Joe Myers. There's this little bit of a snafu with the contents of the sports complex, and some of those contents were purchased with grant monies. And then talking with MMRMA, our rep, the other thing is, you know, technically, depending on how you read our agreement with them, the sports complex board is running that for us. So the argument is it's our equipment, our stuff there anyways. But at the end of the day, I just needed a number out of Mr. Myers, and he's getting me a number what he thinks those contents are, that of the contents is the county's, not personal contents or Joseph and Mary's, you know, gear that may be down there, but county contents. And MMRMA will rewrite that insurance, and it'll just be covered under the umbrella. So
are those contents or equipment titled in the county's name?
none of them need to be. We just need a number, like 60,000, 30, 40. It's pretty open. So you tell me how many refrigerators and whatever, and how much they are. They don't even need a count at all. Nothing. So it's a bit open, and then beyond that, there's some more umbrella coverage for storms and fires and stuff like that. So at the end of the day, we know it's important that we have the structures insured, and that they've always been insured. But some of those contents haven't been up until this point, but it wasn't until I was at one of their meetings that there was some conversation about, oh, you're not covering the contents? Well, that's kind of the way it works, in my mind.
Is there going to be an agreement drafted in respect to that?
The MMRMA is, yes.
No. Is
For
there
the
going to be
county?
an agreement between the county and the sportsman's club, or I'm sorry,
Sports complex.
sports complex, don't get me started on the sportsman's club, the sports complex on who's responsible for deductible, who's responsible for claims, who's responsible, because quite frankly, we're running the same problem with them as we are with the sportsman's club. Leadership was not even allowed to be in that building this Friday without a whole punch list of stuff. They're a county business, we own that building, and they would not let them in there until I provided them with a stack of paperwork. It's getting ridiculous. If we are in ownership of these properties, are we leasing them out to these people, and these people are not being...
As I recall, and Terry, you was obviously here, I think we leased that to them for 50 years for $1 or something.
I don't remember the number.
When you lease to somebody, it's no different than being a renter in an apartment.
Exactly.
You cover your own content insurance.
So-
If you don't have content insurance, if there's a fire, if there's something, you lose it. It's a responsible step as a leaseor,
I'm
leasee.
gonna look at our lease agreement that we have in the drawer back here, and then I'll get with Doug and pick his brain about it.
I'll just tell you, the insurance, county insurance is tied back to our fixed assets.
Mhm.
So if we don't have those fixed assets in our name, under our fixed assets program, and they go to tie our insurance policy back to our fixed assets, I'm just telling you, they need to either be on the fixed assets system as our assets, or they need to act like a responsible renter and get their own coverage. I don't know why we keep paying for this, and if it's under our coverage, who's paying the deductible if there's a claim?
The county.
I don't mean to
Right.
continuously nitpick, but these outside entities that are making money on our property, and then they are bold enough to come back and say, guess what, you need to give us more. I'm kind of sick of it.
That's not a nitpick, right?
It's a huge nitpick, but I've said it before, and it
You're
doesn't
serious.
matter, so.
Laura, you're right, on target on that, and that needs to be defined explicitly.
Before you go signing them on and paying for all of their content coverage, there needs to be some type of agreement. That's
I
only
was
my
appointed
opinion.
to that sports complex board when it first started. I was on it for 2 years and never had a meeting, so I got off of it. I don't know how they transport something, so I really don't know what.
I
I just-
understand that there needs to be coverage on the contents, I absolutely understand that. There needs to
We
be
need a
an
list.
agreement on how that's handled, and if we are going to pay for that, it needs to tie back into our fixed assets somehow. Otherwise, you guys can deal with the auditors on that. I'm not going
Thank you for telling me what you are and aren't gonna do. That just makes my life so much
to.
easier.
At least you know, it's on the record, right?
I'll take care of it. I'm on it. Along with this other letter and a few other things, Gladwin Township. What else?